Okay, so basically, I was just lying down in my room looking at my fan, and I just said, hey, why don't you just model this fan, anyways? And that's where the inspiration came from. Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to learn how to model this fan and give it a few keyframes, make it rotate like that, and then, this lights. I'm trying to show you the lights. Yeah, this blinking lights, on the fan. Gonna see it rotate, and it looks very basic. Yeah, it's not photorealistic because I haven't added in any HDRI or did any compositing, but this is just basically what I'm gonna show you how to do. Let me hide this, empty object. Now, this is the result you're gonna get at the end of the day. To me, this is really satisfying because it's 3D. It's not like you're holding a camera and taking a video, making a video of your room or something. This is 3D. Okay, this is really close to being realistic. So when I add a HDRI, it's gonna look super realistic, and I'll do a little compositing and get it to look like what I have in my room. But this is what I'm gonna teach you. This is what you're interested in. Keep watching. The tutorial is gonna be very lengthy. So with a new scene opened up in Blender, you'll want to select all the default objects and delete. Want to go Shift A, Mesh, add in a UV sphere. Yeah, let's start with UV sphere. Give it 68 segments, and you want to tap in and go SZ, scale it on the Z axis like that. RX90, and in your side view, this is what you have. In your front view, this is what you have. So we're going to select these faces in the middle and delete. So let's box select them like that and delete. We want to delete the second face at the other side. So this is what you have, right? Now we're going to use a modifier. It's called the wireframe modifier. Essentially, what a wireframe modifier does is it takes all the edges and turn them to wire. So now it's applied, and this is what we have. So you want to reduce the thickness to 0.005 or something like that. Make it really slim, and well, this is what you have. You can hide that, and let's just model the fan blade itself. So Shift A, Mesh, Cylinder. This is what we have. Want to give it 6 vertices. That's what we're going to be working with. So you want to tap in and go SZ and scale it on the Z axis like that. You want to select this face, hold and shift, select this face, press N to bring up this property panel and give it 1.0 on the main crease, and then insert it like that. Shift R to repeat that action twice and bring the main crease to 0, and then Control E and bridge edge loop. This is what we have. So it select everything RX90, and this is what we have in the front view. So scale it down a bit. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select this face, holding shift, you skip this next face and select this one, holding shift, skip that one and select um, this one. Now we're going to do a few things. First of all, we're going to have to insert those faces, and when you insert it, this is what you have. So we're going to scale it on the y-axis to give it a little bit of thickness. Something like this should be fine. Then we want to change a few settings. Go to individual origins and then transform orientation, make it normal. Now in front orthographic view, you want to press E to extrude it like that, S to scale, and then extrude it like that as well, and scale it. I want to extrude it, just trying to extrude along the profile of a basic fan blade, and this is what we have, right? Now, what we want to do is with those faces selected at the edge, you want to toggle on your proportional editing tool and then go R to rotate that. You want to roll your little mouse to control the fall off, and you want to press Z a couple of times until you get what you want. Okay, this is kind of good. This is what we want for a fan blade. So you want to tap out and control 2 to add 2 levels of subdivisions, and then shade smooth, and this is what we have, right? Very, very basic. Now let's scale this down and change this back to global and this to medium point. Now let's tap out and Alt H to bring back this fan cage and then scale it to be really big so it encompasses the fan. So if you tap in, this is what you have. So you have to apply this modifier. Now when you tap in, it's gonna look like a wire, right? Makes sense? Great. So now this is what we have. A very, very basic fan. Now we want to select want to select an edge that goes round, like an edge from here. This, let me show you this edge, this one. Shift Alt, select this edge. In front view, you see the green line, the yellow line rather. So Shift D to duplicate, right click to let go, and if you go E to extrude S to scale, it's going to give you the same wire, okay? And that's not what we want. So right click to let that go. And you want to press P and separate by selection. Now that it is separated by selection, you go back to object mode and select that new circle and then tap in and then H select everything and F to fill and you have that. Now with these now, what we want to do is, okay, we're going to proceed with the other part of the modeling. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go Shift A, mesh, and let's add in a cylinder. Yeah, we're gonna use a cylinder to model the back part, the back part of the fan. So in order to do that, with this cylinder active, you want to tap in. Want to go in your front view, scale it down. Want to go RX 90. Want to press enter. You want to toggle off your proportional editing tool, and then you want to scale this down like that, and then GUI and move it back like that. We're gonna use this cylinder to make the back of this fan, so we want to scale it. So we want to go S Shift Y, so you can scale it on the Z and X axis alone without the Y. Now we're gonna move this on the Y axis. Try to align it. So we're gonna go scale it on the Y first, then G, Y, and move it back like that. This is what we have, right? Now we're gonna be using this to model the back part of this fan. The next thing you want to do is add in a loop. Um, Actually, we don't have to add in a loop cut. Let's just, you know, select this back and then, Control B to bevel it like that. Something like this should be fine. And we so you want to go ahead and select that and hide it and then hide that one. Okay, this one you just select. Okay, so select that face and then you just delete that face. What we're gonna do is we're gonna loop select this edge by pressing um, Shift Alt and select this edge. And I want to go Shift D to duplicate it. Right click to let go and then G Y and move it slightly, just very, very slightly. That's kind of the cavity where the wire frame is going to go in. So the wire cage rather. So just move it slightly and then E and extrude it on the Y axis like that. And something like that should be fine. We don't want it to touch the fan blade. So let's just leave it at that. So we need to extrude to scale in like that. Shift R a few times to repeat that action. And this is what we have. Now, loop select this and Control B to bevel it like that. And you want to just leave it that way for now. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to loop select this, and you want to go to your front orthographic view in wireframe and just E to extrude S to scale it in like that. Shift R to repeat that action until you have a very small hole. As a matter of fact, you might need to scale in that hole a little bit, yeah, something like that. And that's the the hole, the cavity where the rod that rolls the fan will come out of, right? You guys get the whole point. So the next thing you want to do is we're going to add in a little bit of extra detail in that hole. So we're going to have to zoom in a bit. Yeah. Let us, I'm trying to see, yeah, let's just, extrude it out a bit like that. And we're going to go E to extrude to scale, then extrude it back in like that. And then we want to go S to scale it in like that. And then um, we want to zoom in, trying to zoom in a bit, yeah, something like that. I want to go something like this, E to extrude to scale. And then we want to go loop select this and then control B to bevel. And then loop select this one as well, control B to bevel, just to give it, a more defined shape. And this is what it looks like from the back. If you look at it from the back, it looks like this. And that should be it. You know, that's fine. So let's just leave it like that, right? Let's just leave it that way. Let's leave it that way. I'm trying to see. Okay, yeah. This should be fine for now. Could just leave it this way.